Hi everyone. Uh, I'd like to talk to you about, I believe it is the most important thing to talk about, is the pH balance of our human environment, uh, including the internal as well as the external human environment that are surrounding us. So the actual human right pH balance, it is the same as the human blood's pH balance when it comes to energetic, physical, or psychological internal qualities. And also when it comes down to the surrounding elements around us or inside of us, then the pH balance, the humanly right, so that means above 7.365 or alkaline pH balance of the four main elements plus 1, that means 5. The 5 main elements will be will play the biggest role to determine either if the environmental conditions on the outside or on the inside will benefit humans. Um, the balance of the 4 main elements are very important. That's the basic, and once they are aligning with each other, they will create the fifth element. The fifth element is the ether. The ether is consisting of energies, and radiations, and electrical effects like electromagnetic fields, which are the products of, or which is the product of the balance of the four main elements, as long as they are alkaline. The pH balances are alkaline, so above 7. Because alkalinity uh, is the only state of being as an effect or as a condition which is carrying electricity or life. When it comes to the acidic things or acidifying things, they don't have electricity or life or energy. So they take it away from everything else that is alkaline. And usually the way the process of acidifications are the same. They're relying on the same maneuvers. So they will at first disturb something that is alkaline, as like a state of being or a state of nature, and then they will pollute that nature in the meantime or after, and then they will rechannel. It's a bit chilly here. They will rechannel the the energy uh, of alkalinity or the alkaline sustaining abilities. And only the animal race is having acidic blood pH balances, and acidic nature on Earth. Only the animal race, and everything else that is animal natured, if is a thing. So that's why alien nature or bug nature or animal nature, they mean the same. More or less, they are acidic and they are acidifying, especially towards any other natures which are otherwise alkaline. Therefore, energy sustaining, like electricity sustaining. Um, so back to humans, uh, pH balance means potential hydrogen sustaining ability. So the sustained potential hydrogen means pH balance. So P stands for potential and H stands for hydrogen, and balance stands for sustaining the potential hydrogen characteristics, properties, elements, natures, so on. When it comes to humans, for us it's very important to live accordingly the combination of the alkaline balance of the four main elements, and when that happens it will produce the fifth one, that's the ether. And also when we have the balance of the five main elements, so the first element would be like the heat energy, or the fire, or the light, or the geothermal energy, and everything has a pH balance, so it's important that it's alkaline natured. And the next one would be, for example, but the odors, they don't really matter as long as the balance is there, because they are independent but also interconnected. So the next one will be the air, the gases. So very important for humans so that the air has an alkaline pH balance, so it's clean. And the components of the air or the gas is human friendly, so it's organized properly. Most of the air is nitrogen, then oxygen, then hydrogen, then you name it. And the next element is the liquid or the water. It is very important, also very important, that the water is properly structured, is purified, it's clean, so therefore it's alkaline natured. Including all the rest of the fuels, all the rest of the liquid fuels or liquids that are inside of us or on the outside of us. It's very important that they are well organized and purified, clean, so they are alkaline. They will actually have electricity sustaining abilities. So alkaline pH balance. And then the fourth element, which is very important, also very important, are the minerals or the solids. Certain solids or minerals are naturally highly energetic or having energy sustaining abilities. So pH balances, those are the noble minerals or the pure minerals or things like gold, silver, diamond, most crystals, uh, or there are also very other physical things that are having high pH balances, like the ash itself, or even fibers or the fibers of the plant, or soils, or the minerals. So when that pH balance of the soil of the solids or the minerals, they are alkaline, then they are having electricity sustaining abilities. So life energy sustaining abilities, okay? And now we will combine the four elements in the naturally existing alkaline state to create the fifth alkaline element in that case, which is the ether. The ether is simply an electricity field space with electromagnetism and different electrical properties. There are many other types of or qualities of electricity available in the ether. Not only electromagnetic, there is static energy as well. There are different types of energies, but as long as they are clean and they are well organized, and they kept that way, they will able to support or sustain life or electricity, because that's what they are already representing. So basically, when it comes to what supports what, it always depends on however they are compared to uh, what's around, what is around them or towards them or against them. It's never about really what it is, but about how it is compared to alkalinity, compared to life energy sustaining abilities. The next thing I'm going to talk about, I like to mention to you about, is Saint Trinity. Saint Trinity is what we will combine with the natural or otherwise the alkaline balance of the five main elements is Saint Trinity. So when we combine Saint Trinity, which is the alkaline balance of energies, physical things, as well as psychological things, then we are talking about a human or a humane environment, or a humanely right environment, inside and outside, because they are both very important in this dimension, in this world, in this reality. We gotta examine and we gotta take care of the internal as well as the external environmental conditions accordingly. The alkaline balance of the five main elements, which are from the four, that is creating the fifth one. Okay, as long as they are alkaline and they are aligning, it's very important. They have to be properly organized. And if they are combined with Saint Trinity, with humanly right, so that means alkaline, pH balance, energetic, physical as well as psychological conditions or properties or effects or characteristics, then we are talking about a human environment, human nature. That's where human nature is getting produced, that's where human nature is originating from, and that is actually what will keep human nature or sustain human nature alive forever, even if it needs to be regenerated or if it needs to be resurrected. I think this is what I wanted to mention because this is the very basic. The next thing I like to mention is how will you able to rearrange, reorganize the environmental conditions when it comes to the 4+1 main elements or components of our human existence, and how to arrange or find, recover, remember, or retrieve the characteristics or the belongings of the Saint Trinity. That is also very, very important. In this world today, our human civilizations, when they were really civilized, humanly civilized, then they left evidence and resources for us, written resources, sensible resources, resources you can expose yourself to, or you can see, or you can feel, you can comprehend, or you can you can easily put them into practical experiences. Or if our previous civilizations, our ancestors didn't leave those behind because there are certain areas on the planet where you simply just don't have them anymore, or partially have them, only partially exist, or they are partially existing, then we gotta look inside of us, inside the human element, inside of our human light, our spark of God, inside of our human genes, human DNA, to retrieve those informations and abilities that are belonging to those alkaline or life energy sustaining abilities, uh, which are belonging to humans. Human means heaven's united magical angels, and all the humanly right labels or meanings are meaning something very, very good. All the life energy sustaining labels, they all supporting our human existences to stay alive forever. So no, you don't have to die. No, you don't have to suffer. And no, you don't have to get old. Those are all the results of acidifications from acidic beings, which are naturally the animals, because they have acidic bloods and they have acidic natures with it, naturally. All of them, more or less. In the other hand, humans are normally and naturally having the blood pH balances are above or at least 7.365. So 7 would mean every day of the week, through every day of the week. 365 means every day through a year. And 7 is also representing heaven in this case, like a heavenly or alkaline or life energy sustaining state of being. I think this is all I got to mention in the first video. In the next video I will talk about the details of where or how, what, where, why, or why not, or where not can you actually find the alkalized elements, especially when it comes to the 4 or the 5 main elements. And I will also talk about how can you retrieve or find the components of the same Trinity in more detailed, more detailedly. I will talk about how can you reveal them inside of yourselves, as well as as well as on the outside of ourselves. Where are they? Because they are everywhere, especially on Earth, because Earth is, including Neptune, they are human planets from the Orion star system. So naturally they are designed by humans to keep humans alive forever and well. So naturally that's why if you go to any really naturally kept places on Earth, even if humans were already using the godlike abilities, which means humanly creative, or if humans were using the angelic abilities, which means humanly defensive or protective abilities, you will find a heaven-like environment where you will last forever, as long as you know what it means and what it is all about and how to sustain it, how to maintain it. how to resonate with it, how to align, how to tune in, how to recreate it or co-recreate it. This would be the first video, and after the second video I will start talking about human rights. Those are the alkaline human qualities, intellectually alkaline human qualities, which will help anyone to sustain human nature or alkaline nature psychologically. Then it will also help someone to sustain the human energy, alkaline energy. Then it will also help someone to sustain the physiology, the alkaline physiology of the human being. And from that point on, it will help individuals to reach out more energies and informations than creative abilities to sustain the five humanly right elements. Then with these eight participants, to live forever, or to live well, or at least heal, or to get better. I think in this world today, even knowing that there is a choice you can choose from, and even the knowledge, the comprehensive understanding that they are existing, and they are the only ones which are actually legal, and they are supported by human rights law, which is the foundation of all legally existing laws, policies, bylaws, or regulations. It's called human rights, and the human rights are already written down. They've already been established. Those are the foundations of anything that is actually legal. They have 30 points, and they start with by preserving or sustaining or protecting human dignity, human nature, fairness, equality, so on, so on. So I hope you like this first video. I mean to make 3, and I really hope that it will benefit our humankind, and it will help everyone to organize the living, the human environments, the human or the living environments, because those are which are actually living or loving, because it means the same environment. I really hope that it will help us to organize them, to sustain them, that it will help us to live happily forever well. I wish everyone a beautiful day, or beautiful days ahead. Then the next 2 videos should be following this first one soon.